Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Light up, let the good vibes flow. It's Gorilla Cigar Lounge, the place to go. Politics, nerds, and the good old days. Grab your drink, join the talk, let's set it ablaze. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. So spark up that stove, let's start the show. At Gorilla Cigar Lounge, let the conversation flow.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Cigar Lounge, where tonight I got a lot of cleanup of shit we had to do today. Still went to work, though. I still went to work. With me, I got Mikey C4. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Gorilla. Me and Susanna are doing awesome. But Norm is dead. George Wendt died. 76 years old this morning. They wouldn't say why or how, but, family wants to keep it private. So, rest in peace, George Wendt. We'll miss you at the bar stool.
The crazy thing, I didn't see anything on social media about it. It was a Windows notification that told me about it.
No, it's trending on Twitter. What's it? But it's not trending as. I think it's trending as Norm.
I saw it. I saw it on my Facebook when I checked that earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Mikey, I saw it on my being, so.
Well, Mikey would say this. At least he's in the bar in heaven, have a nice holy drink.
Yeah,
that's
trending
true.
as Norm, not George Wendt. How are you doing, Sci-Fi? Cynthia?
Oh, still I'm kicking, not dead yet. How about you, Gorilla?
Tired.
Smoking pineapple.
And I fucked up my car door today, or yet last night.
Some dumbass. Yeah, that's what you said. You got to tell us what happened, buddy.
It's very basic. I went to go move the car because the winds were blowing 70 miles an hour. So I was moving it out from underneath the tree, and the wind caught the door.
Nice.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
So how much? What's that going to cost to get repaired?
I'm hoping a case of beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, that's wow. That's yeah. Well, I guess 70 miles an hour is nothing to fool around with, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
How was your day? Yeah.
I'm just going to say I'm surprised Gorilla didn't get blown away himself. You know.
Well, I caught the neighbor's branch on camera. They're coming down. I posted that, the one branch coming down. It's just hanging there.
Gosh.
There, then as a maze going through town today, I had instead of shooting out to the highway way and up there, I had to go up 3 blocks that way, then 2 blocks down, then back 2 blocks, up 2 blocks, then do a little less there, then go down the main street. Then I had to go over to the school, then back. Then I had to go like this through down South Griffin, and mind you, there's a stop sign every block now.
Wow.
Wow. Sounds like you got a lot of debris on the roads from what you're describing.
Oh, just look at the shorts.
I did actually look at your one video just after I finished work because I was wondering what time you were going to be on tonight, and then I noticed you put the short up about Cigar Lounge will be late, and I listened to that, and I was like, oh yeah, wow, that looks pretty messy, I gotta say.
Yeah, that's just
I
that's
saw
just the
your
3 houses by me. That's just the 3 houses by me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Gorilla. I saw your video you showed through my Facebook Messenger about the cow Rufus that could call the door. Holy fuck!
What, you don't like our weather prediction models out here?
Well, you
I
know,
sent
I
it to you
used
too,
to.
PvP.
What was that? Well, what?
I sent it to you too.
Did you get your copy?
How we predict tornadoes around here.
I haven't had time to watch that yet. I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, go ahead and watch it because it's funny as hell. He's got an Angus cow named Rufus that can predict the weather, and then he's got this other whatever cow, Redford, that can call it, and high winds and shit. I'm like, oh man.
Boy.
Yeah. Well, I do recall. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, how are you doing, Sci-Fi Nation?
Oh, doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Doing all right. Actually, my day went by fast, which was nice.
Yeah. No, that video is on Facebook. Do you think it's okay on YouTube? They posted it on Facebook, so do you think YouTube would yank me down if I pulled that video up, Mikey?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know, Gorilla. You know, you're more daring than I'd be on that thing. You know, putting it up myself. Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Catch up.
Say hello. And hey, Scurvy, how's it going? He goes, hi, fruitcakes. And yeah, I was having trouble getting this. The damn thing that these damn Ace Masters do not want to start up very well.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Well, I would say it's major store damage. It's a lot of tree damage and some structural damages.
So it's limited damage. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like Joplin or anything.
Oh,
that's major storm damage.
Yeah, Joplin was destroyed, if I recall.
But I still won't build that part. I still think that we should take the blueprints from that one park there that still had that fucking playground still intact. I'll see if I can find it. And everybody say hi to each other.
Now, come on, Dan. If his ex showed up, he wouldn't even come on here. The kids would be pulling on him, and the cat would be freaking out and trying to pull out his cords and shit.
The cat's here and everything. The cat's right there. The storms come. Yeah, Jay, did you guys get the same storms we got?
I know we had some storms the other day, but not recently. We're supposed to get rain tonight, but it's not.
Yeah, so these ones went south because the winds are on the backside of the storm instead of on the front. Usually they lead the charge.
Yeah, there. See where I'm at in the state, it's weird because like the weather cutoff line is halfway between Clare and Harrison on Old 27. There's this really steep hill called James Hill, and that's where like the weather systems will kind of bifurcate themselves to where like north of that spot will just get dumped on, and everything south kind of doesn't, but then the opposite happens too. So
Yeah.
Well, I know we're supposed to get more highlights tonight ourselves.
Yeah, you had to make a new channel there. You got to start fresh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go to that or not.
No, don't do it, Jay.
No, we're just calling it a fresh start for the channel. That's all we're gonna say.
Yeah, just to refresh. Yeah.
I mean, there's one other person in the audience that knows, but I trust they'll just take it as it's a fresh start for the channel as far as everyone else is concerned. So.
Okay. Oh, I can't find the damn picture. Does it? I'm cool. I'm not sure if I can post the link here. Oh, it's Kirby got it for you.
Yep. Lone Lemon got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he's asking what happened to your old channel.
No, we're just starting new Lemon. Yeah. We're just starting fresh.
Yeah, we're just starting brand new Lemon. Yeah.
It's Kirby was nice enough to put it in the chat for us. Yeah, it's taken down for
Right. He just
well,
mentioned
mistakes are always made. Mistakes just happen.
They happen.
Yeah. It was here to see that ancient crazy show of hairy hands.
Let him read it himself.
And I want to say hi to Suzanne in the chat. She said hi to me.
Yes, and I want to say hello to Mrs. Eden also.
Yeah, hey Suzanne. Scurry says 70-mile-per-hour winds. Dang, yeah.
Yep.
Here, I'm gonna make you read your own there, Sit Dan.
Gorilla has tornadoes to blow them away, and I have earthquakes to get a nice vibration here in California.
Yeah, we always knew you like those vibrators.
I knew you liked something that shakes you.
Yeah, Suzanne, welcome.
Oh God. Oh, well, it's good to see Suzanne and Lemon, everybody in the chat there. Hail, beautiful beans. Yeah, good to see you, Nemesis.
Yeah. Hey, Nemesis, how's it going?
Brother Nemesis.
Hey, Nemesis.
Oh, thank you, Suzanne, for putting Nemesis Eden's links in the chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. No, but man, I hadn't seen winds like that for a while there. Oh, never mind. I had to download some sounds. I found a new way to make shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is the thing. Well, I was gonna say the one thing I know that's gonna stick in my memory is at the time when I was with my second ex and my ex mother-in-law and my ex father-in-law, and we're driving up to Tulsa for an event, and we drove through the towns of Moore, Oklahoma, and Dell City, and both of them were destroyed, like there was nothing left standing.
Yeah.
So that will always stick in my memory that I got to see that live.
Yeah. So here, I think the Juano tornado took it a little too personally here.
Juno? Oh, well, that would be Alaska if it's Juno.
No, Juano.
Juano?
Yeah, they took out the tornado siren. I think that tornado took that as a little bit too personally.
I think so. Well, that's Mother Nature personally. She said, "Yeah, F you."
Man, it's amazing what. Yeah. And does anybody need a trampoline? 70-mile-an-hour winds will do to a freaking trampoline here.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that's going to the landfill, I have a feeling.
Oh, yeah, they bent the shit out of that. Yeah, I traveled all the way from now, that thing right about where these trees are, it came up over those trees, over the power lines, and landed there. From 3 houses down.
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, those winds can lift cars if they really want to. So,
yeah.
Yeah, the Okies. Yeah, Lemon's talking about the Timber Puppies playing the Oklahoma Thunder right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
basically,
these weren't even
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Gorilla.
Yeah, and these aren't even all the branches I had down.
Is
Wow.
tonight's Cigar Lounge will get posted late tonight, just so I don't get 20 messages asking where the Cigar Lounge is. We had a bad storm come through last night, so I got a lot of cleanup to do this morning here and or tonight, and I'm gonna go help the neighbors out here once I get most of the big stuff here cleaned up. But
Yeah, and the one neighbors that are actually jackasses there didn't give a fucking thing.
oh, I'm so glad my lady. Yeah, I'm at the wake up here in the morning here. Probably end up helping my neighbor there. The damn bird.
Yeah, this is after the winds calmed down a little
I'm
bit.
at the wake up here in the morning here. Probably end up helping my neighbor there. He even has branches.
This is when the winds got down to about 40 miles an hour.
Wow.
This is the one I caught the one on the branch coming down.
It's
Over the dark spot there.
Oh, I think this is where I got the branch.
Holy shit,
Is that
that one's
another
picked
lake?
up, and my God, that branch, they're coming down. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah, that's the big branch that the neighbors brought. That's a gigantic branch that's still hanging in the tree a little bit.
Good
was
thing you.
that a, oh,
Good
go ahead,
thing.
Beefy.
Good thing you weren't standing on any trees that night there, Gorilla.
Yeah, but my
Yeah,
car
thank
was
you.
parked underneath the trees, and I went to go move it, and I
So
wrecked the fucking car door doing that.
you really had not enough advance warning to move the car before the storm hit, is what you're saying then.
Hey, PvP. This is at 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. They issued the warning at 12:52. The warning expired at 1 o'clock.
You know, they really need to get their act together, because it's like when they, do the tornado sirens like half an hour after the storm goes through. Your local authorities seem kind of a bit messed up, actually, to be
Yeah,
honest.
well, we all saw what
Yeah,
Mother Nature did to one of
the
those
county
warning
over
signs.
was in a. The only reason I knew something was going to be coming was because the county over was in a high wind warning, but we weren't.
Huh.
I
Wow.
seen a clip on YouTube. It was from Channel 5, Gorilla. And they said that this one girl had a tree laying right across her car. And she said all she heard was the siren go off and the tree branch falling. Barely had time to get down in her basement.
Jeez.
Wow.
Well, ours there, we've had a couple tornado warnings where that PvP. You remember when we were watching Harper Valley PTA?
Oh, yeah.
Was I there for that? I don't remember watching Harper Valley, but it's been a while, I guess. I don't
It's the
remember
month we were
Yeah,
doing
that's the one with
the
Barbara
Fox
Eden.
32 movies. What?
that. Okay.
Yeah, that was the
Well-
one with Barbara Eden, right? Yeah.
No, isn't that
Yeah.
no? Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I was thinking that other one with Dolly Parton, but I got my movies mixed up.
Yeah, but anyhow, that we had the tornado sirens going off, and then it was starting to clear up. They sounded the sirens 15 miles after the tornado already hit.
Wait, so Harper Valley PTA had Yeoman Rand in it?
What?
Yeah. Oh, you mean Grace Lee Whitney?
Oh, yeah. See,
Maybe.
getting names
Maybe. I'm
confused.
not sure.
No, Yeoman Rand was Grace Lee Whitney. I think you're right, Mikey. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking Barbara Eden.
Well, Barbara Eden. Well, it was a TV movie based off the song that Bobby Gentry
Yeah, I
sang
remember the
at
song.
Valley
Yeah,
PTA. Right. So, yeah.
Yeah. But let's catch up on chats here real quick. Wait.
Okay.
We already read those.
It looks like
Listen,
Nemesis is making
and-
some rice and
hey-
veggies.
Yeah. Hey, Daniel's Hot Topics. How's it going?
Hey, Daniel.
Scurvy says Minnesota's playing Oklahoma now in the NBA Western Conference Finals. Cool.
Yeah. Timber Puppies versus Thunder.
Yeah. And Nemesis says, doing well, gentlemen. Just making some rice and veggies. Well, I knew you're a sick bastard, but I didn't know you're that sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Oh,
I
poor them.
absolutely hate rice. And just so you know, the kid's mom is a quarter Laotian, so we had the rice quite a bit.
So no wok hay for you, huh?
So
Nope.
are you
Yeah.
are you saying rice has bad associations, which is why you
I
don't
just don't
like
like the texture. And
Oh.
Suzanne's saying it sounds
Hmm.
yummy. I hate rice, and I don't eat anything green
I
except
don't
peas.
mind.
I'll eat peas occasionally.
I
And
don't mind.
if I have green beans, it has to be doused in a lot of cheese.
I like
Well, the rice
Brussels.
has to be doused in cheese. That's not a bad thing.
Green beans. Green beans. I always make cheesy
Oh,
green
green beans.
beans.
I can't eat green beans. I'm
See,
allergic to them now.
I do not like green beans or yellow beans.
Yeah.
They
Or
just
lima
don't.
beans. Yeah.
Hey,
But you know what I do like is Brussels sprouts.
yeah.
I like Brussels
Scurvy.
sprouts.
Scurvy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read this out loud just because of the YouTube bots. But Mike, you want to clarify what you said?
I said that Mother Nature must have been really pissed because she said to f you to the the thing you said, the siren, the siren stand.
Oh, the tornado siren,
the tornado siren.
or
Yeah,
in its proper term, the emergency broadcast siren.
right.
Yeah,
And I
is
just
that
told Sir
Foundation?
Lemon to
Is that
clear
your
out
new
his
channel
ears.
that is linked?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
she had to put a
Yep.
new channel. You had to put a new channel. Make new channel.
Yeah.
And so thank you, Zay, for putting the links in. And you clearly don't know me, Gorilla, but I get that texture is the conductor of flavor. All right. Now, this next clip I got is courtesy of Salty Cracker, which I'm actually surprised YouTube allows him to have that name.
Yeah.
This lady apparently doesn't know how to drive. See this big, gigantic tree down in the road?
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that.
All right.
Oh, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's what you get for texting and driving, folks.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? I get to play with a tree. Yay!
Oh, she's talking on her phone. She's talking on her phone.
She's still talking on her phone, the dumb bitch.
And then she,
Yeah.
what did she leave the scene? She just ran away.
Yeah. She just ran away.
Okay, well, her car's destroyed,
Well-
and then the police are going to
Well,
probably end up charging
wait,
her. With
I
leaving the
think
scene.
maybe PvP, she might have just been in shock, running to like the other side of the road, being like, oh my god, that type of thing, right? Like in shock. Because we don't actually see her running down the road away from it. So
Well, because the video cuts off there. That's why we don't see it.
Yeah. So
I mean,
we're missing
it's hard to say.
context.
Right. Yeah,
Yes,
I mean that's what I said was it was the storm tracker that Mother Nature messed with.
You
That's
know,
what I said, the tracker.
missing content would be a good name for a YouTube channel.
I
Error
should do-
404.
And
Hey, guys.
you know the gag would be you never post any content on the channel.
No. No, what I'm gonna do is, especially I can take a lot of shit off of Twitter there. Just call the channel missing context and just post a bunch of shit out of context. Kind of like how I greeted LDG that one night. That he goes, "How's our favorite Florida man wrestling our alligator with the 6-inch dildo there?" Because everybody's missing the context of where I sent them a picture of a guy that looked exactly like him carrying a dildo swimming up to an alligator. That he made some comment that clipped him out of context there. I've clipped PvP a couple times out of context also.
We also have Kevin Strickey here, Gorilla.
I
Welcome.
gotta get what Gorilla just said right here. There was a photo of a guy swimming up to an alligator with a dildo.
Yes.
Why?
What?
Why would anybody do that?
What?
All I have is the picture. I don't have the reason why.
Oh, God.
That is totally insane. Well, first of all, I don't think. What are you going to do with a dildo with an alligator? Like the alligator's going to eat the guy anyway, right? So it makes no sense. Wow.
Actually,
Oh,
actually,
come
you'd
on,
be.
PvP. He's going to give that alligator a reach around before he gets his head taken off.
Hey, how do you think?
Oh, good lord.
Hey,
Oh Lord.
actually,
Hey,
crocodiles can be
hey.
actually not very aggressive. It's either when they're extremely hungry or you start fucking with them.
Well, yeah, I would say that the dildo suggests the latter, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But seriously, like the the guy probably doesn't even know if it's a female, right? So like, guy's crazy in my opinion.
Hey, it had an opening. That's all he cared about.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of sadly what a lot of guys only care about, isn't it? Like,
Yes, that's what it seems like anymore.
Yeah.
That's what we get. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Scurvy says, I think he said tracker.
I did. I meant the storm tracker siren.
And welcome, Kevin's Chucky. Grill
Hey,
up.
Kevin.
Perhaps you're not eating the correct kind of rice. Gohahu Rose from California is amazing stuff.
Koku Ho.
Kevin, I'll take your word for it.
Hey, Gorilla, since we're on the fascinating topic of rice, have you ever had brown rice?
Yes.
I like brown rice. I'm not so crazy about the white rice because it's kind of bland and over refined. But if you get a good quality brown rice, it can be quite delicious. And the thing is, you got to put butter on it and make it real delicious, right? You know.
Well, yeah, that's what Rice Roni says. You got to fry it up with the butter first before you add the water and the stuff.
Yeah, PvP, what are you prejudiced against white rice? What's the white rice ever do to you?
No, I don't like it because it's over processed, not because of its color.
I had a great new ad for Gorilla. Rice Roni is not Gorilla's treat.
Yeah, overcooked dry rice sucks. Cooked well is nice.
Yeah,
I don't know. I grew up with an Asian gal, or I lived with an Asian gal. I wouldn't eat rice.
Undercooked is really bad too. Just saying.
Yeah. Being Asian, I'm just raised on rice, so it's kind of just yeah. See, that's the whole difference there.
It's totally fine, Kevin Strecky. I know it's just something you're used to because. Your culture. You're used to it.
I think it's how you prepare it too. Like if you don't put too much rice in a veggie stir fry, it can be quite enjoyable, right?
Yeah. Suzanne over here can make the best rice. I will tell you that right now.
She makes the best. You want to read this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Suzanne said, PvP, laugh out loud. That should be my channel name. I have a bunch of subs, but no content.
That's a lot of people. Like I had 40 subs before I even started making content.
Hey, Suzanne, you have my blessing to go ahead and use that name if you so desire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you, Daniel. Hot Topics, he says, rest in peace to Norm for Cheers. He died today, and it sucks for Cheers fans. Damn right it sucks. We can't say his name anymore when he enters a bar. Now he has to go up to heaven and enter the heavenly bar up there, and they'll say his name.
Well, now, if you were going to do a remake of the show, you'd have to have people walking in the bar going, "Where's Norm?
Norm died." So they bronzed his bar stool. I remember them doing that to one of my friends. No, I do remember this.
Really?
What they did was they took the bar stool of one of my friends.
Wow.
He called himself Major Harris in my local bar Ernie's Inn. I was back in Arizona.
Jeez.
And what happened was the day he died, we did him a tribute. We sang karaoke songs. We did all this stuff because he was a big karaoke guy. But he was larger than life guy. I mean, he was great, and everything. Long story short, so what they did was they took his space, they bronzed right where he always sat, and then they took the bar stool away and refashioned it. So now there's one part of the bar that's just his spot. Has no bar stool.
So
he always stood. So
they bronzed the bar.
That part of the bar where he stood at.
So is it possible to bronze like wood? Like it would be wood, wouldn't it? Like
yeah, it's wood, but it's also metallic. There's metallic and wood mixed together.
Okay, I didn't know you could bronze. I didn't know you could bronze wood. I never thought of that. But so does it have like a plaque in honor of
Well, it doesn't have his name listed, but
No.
his name is on the wall near it. So yeah.
Okay,
So it tells you where he sat. That was his spot. So
cool.
yeah,
He sounds like a real life Norm then.
he was.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
PP, I will
was
say,
too.
PP, I will say is, if you chop off bronze, you would, though it hurt a lot.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
No, I was too. My local bar always said Mikey when I walk in the door. We would have karaoke night, and they always knew I came by. So when as soon as I walk in the door, they go, Mikey, Mikey's here. We can start the show.
Well, there you go.
There you go. That's it. I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
And I
pretty.
always ordered a Bud Light. That was my first beer. I always ordered at the beginning of the night. Then, of course, depending on whatever else I drank. Yeah, so.
You know, I never thought about this, but how many Cheers actors have passed on? I know most of them are probably still around, right?
Well, the original guy that worked with Sam, they called him Coach. I don't think he's around anymore.
Oh,
No,
Coach.
he died. The guy that played Coach passed away after the first season.
Yeah, he died. He died like before the second season, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like,
And then there was
long
the blonde girl that worked behind the bar.
Shelley
with
Long,
Sam.
yeah. She left after, what was it, 4 seasons? Was it 4 or 3?
No,
PvP?
but we're talking about if they're deceased or not.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Shelley Long is. I thought she was still alive.
I thought she was.
No, the one I was wondering about was the girl that played Carla. Wasn't she actually Danny DeVito's wife?
I think
Yes.
they're still married. Actually, I think she's still around.
Yeah, Rhea Perlman, right? Is
I
the one
haven't
you're
heard
thinking
anything about her dying anyway. So yeah.
And we know Woody Harrelson's still around. So
Oh hell, well
Yes.
he was probably the youngest member of the cast, so that makes sense too, right?
But,
So,
Yeah.
but didn't
Oh, yeah,
Kirstie Alley die? I thought Kirstie Alley died. She
I
played,
think-
later
think-
on.
I think you might be right. Actually, I'm not
Yeah.
sure about that.
that was all over the Star Trek
All right.
fan stuff. Yeah, Kirstie
Okay.
Alley passed away. Yeah.
All right. Just
Yeah,
I want to
she
say
took
welcome
over
to
after
the Drew
Shelley
20.
Long's character left. Yeah. So.
Hey, I just want to say welcome to the Drew 24. But let's
Hi,
catch up on
hello,
chats here
Drew.
real
there.
quick.
Yeah.
And Suzanne says, Daniel, no way, Rip Norm. Yes, Rip Norm.
Rip Norm.
And we got our smiley face there. Maybe I'm thinking of undercooked, whichever is hard rice is awful. Undercut.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
undercooked rice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The overcooked would be mushy. Yeah,
Yeah, like
more than a DS9
like,
they called.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say
they had.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, they had a tribute to them where Moore never said a dang thing, but yet he never shut up.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, what it was the tribute was given to him at the very end of What You Leave Behind, the very last episode of DS9. And he said one word, I think, in that episode.
No, he
And
did
that
not.
was it.
He never said a single word. But I think
No, I thought he did in the very last
did he get-
episode, though. Okay, well,
No,
told him.
okay. Here, we'll pull this up. Do you trust Grok or ChatGPT better? We'll ask the AI.
How about no?
Epic nerd.
And we'll do this live.
Do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
You crazy Dutch bastard.
Yeah. Did one ever say anything in all
DS9.
of Deep Space?
Never. This
Nine?
is funny. This reminds me of when Bird of Prey used to be live, and he had his Alexa sitting right next to the speakers, and he would be reading off the next to him, and he'd be reading off the chat, and people would be writing in the chat, "Hey Alexa, do this, do that," and Bird was like, "Son of a bitch."
Hey, I'll raise you a Bird of Prey 5 and raise you a Timcast where someone super chatted like $20 and said, "Hey Alexa, buy Michael Knowles' book speech, or buy the book Speechless by Michael Knowles," and like all of a sudden everybody in the chats lit up saying their Alexas started going off about buying the book. It's like 20,000 people's Alexas were going off saying that about the book there,
That's
trying to
funny.
buy the book. That would have been
Yeah,
funny
well,
as hell if they had
thank you.
20,000 orders overnight.
Yeah,
But
well,
see,
thank you, Gorilla. It says there,
yeah,
93
no,
episodes he was in. Yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
Bourne never speaks on screen in all Star Trek Deep Space Nine, despite being a regular background character. He often present at Quark's Bar, and other characters frequently referred to as talkative and chatty off screen, part of the ongoing joke. For example, in the episode Who Mourns for Morn from season 6, episode 12, Morn is supposedly dead, and many characters reminisce of how much he used to talk. Quark often complains that Morn never shuts up. But despite 93 episodes of appearance, Morn himself never utters a single line of audience hears. This makes him one of DS9's most beloved running gags. Hey,
Yeah,
Morn had the best dialogue of all of DS9. But
you're right.
no, but
Well,
I
did
think
you
it would
guys
have been
notice?
great if they would have given him a line that, like, have him have the very last line of all of DS9. That would have
Yeah.
been great.
Yeah, but did you guys notice? Look at the two words, mourn, norm. Switch
Yeah, I
them
know.
around. They're the same
Well,
thing.
Well,
Yeah, I-
yeah, that's why it was a running gag.
I think
That's
any
fine.
any Deep Space Nine worth their salt knows about that joke, Mikey. Seriously.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
And let's see. I make it. That's like that wouldn't even be $100 question on Star Trek Jeopardy. Hell,
That should
it'd be a free.
it should be like a $10 question or something, right? Like,
Well, unless
You'd have to pay
unless
Alex, for that question.
well,
You
unless
have
you
to
got
pay 500 for that one.
well, hold on now, because you get people that like to go on these Star Trek trivia that don't really know a lot about Star Trek, right? Not like we do, right? So they just catch it here and there or whatever. Yeah, they know Star Trek, obviously, right? Because it's been around for
Right.
how
Yeah.
many decades now? Yeah, so
well, since
Yeah.
what the 90s when it started airing, wasn't it?
well, the
Yes.
90s for TNG, the 60s for
TOS.
TOS, yeah.
Yeah, but I know Deep Space Nine came in as a January mid-season show, and TNG was still running at that point, right? So they kinda,
Yes, because that when DS9 premiered, it actually showed the transfer of Miles O'Brien from the Enterprise to DS9.
exactly, and,
yeah.
and the first episode also had a guest appearance by Patrick Stewart, right?
Yeah, because remember that was Wolf 359, the Borg, when he was assimilated.
Yes.
And then after he got saved in the 2-part episode of Best of Both Worlds, he had to go to DS9 because remember the Saratoga in the battle got destroyed and his wife got wiped out, Cisco's wife.
Point of order, Mikey, DS9 takes place 3 years after the Battle of
After that attack?
Wolf
Okay.
359, yes.
Okay. All
yes,
right.
the premiere of DS9 takes place 3 years after the Battle of Wolf 359.
Yeah, and
This is why Patrick was able to appear.
And the thing is, Picard, I don't think goes there because of Cisco's wife's death.
No, he's
basically going there to hand over authority for Cisco to be the commander of the station, right?
Yes, and they're dropping off supplies for DS9, and like Chief O'Brien was transferring from the Enterprise to Chief of Operations of DS9, stuff like that. So
and they're probably it's probably Starfleet flexing a bit of muscle too, right? Because
letting the Cardassians know, hey, these are our friends, leave them alone.
Exactly. Like, hey, don't mess around. We got ships like the Enterprise that could not make your day good.
Well, if they're really Bajor's friends, they would have showed up like 50 years sooner. The Cardassians first came.
That would have been a violation of the Prime Directive.
Oh, yeah.
That's
okay. At least 20 years earlier, when we were in active war with the Cardassians.
Well, no, because that's still interfering in another species' affairs.
We're already at war with the Cardassians,
right? They were
the Cardassians off of Bajor.
Yes,
we'd be stripping them of an essential resource planet.
Now you're hold on here. Just because the Federation was at war with Cardassians does not give the Federation license to go in and interfere with what Cardassia is doing to Bajor.
Yeah, well,
Now,
the Cardassians were strip mining Bajor to feed their war machine against the Federation.
the Bajorans never asked the Federation for help. Therefore, the Federation just can't go in and say, just because we're at war with you, now we're going to save these people and look like angels from above. No, that's not how the Federation works.
No, you can still say screw the Bajorans. We're just trying to stop them from harvesting the resources to feed the war machine.
Exactly, and that is the moral gray area of what Star Trek is somewhat scared of delving into. That's my one niche I have about Star Trek in general. It makes the Federation too passive, and I don't care for passive powers, major powers.
I have to disagree, Dan. The Federation are not cowards. They have a code of ethics and a code of conduct, which sometimes, unfortunately, does include the non-interference stuff. But that's the Federation's rules, and the Federation, even though I loved how many times in TOS did they break the rules? Like
more times than a Vulcan could shake a
more times than you'd never get away with it now, I guess. Well, actually, Star Trek, it doesn't exist anymore, so that's a bad comparison. But back in the 60s, they could kind of get away with it, because it wasn't like carved in stone as much as it is now.
What did Janeway say in that one episode when she said it was like the Wild West?
I know what you're talking about. She was talking to Captain Maddox, or not Maddox, Captain something of that Nova class.
The Nova class science vessel, the Equinox.
Yeah. And she says, "I never broke the Prime Directive. I may have bent it a little."
Yeah, and then he brings up like the TOS era, and she's like, things were different back then. They were mavericks. They were cowboys riding by the seat of their pants. We can't afford to do that these days. In the era
it's easy to say that when you're in a state-of-the-art and ship that's intact. But can we catch up on chats real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Darrell. Catch up.
Go for it.
We're 15 minutes behind on them. I'm making rice tonight for a cabbage roll order. I have to make up for sale tomorrow. Nice. Hey, at least you can sell your cabbage rolls. Yeah, yep. And always quiet, even though the running giggle said he never shut up. Yep. Kevin, really, that's cool. Yep, for me. And hello, my local bar just yells out, "Yeah, the food lady is here." Yeah, we could get by with that at our bar because they sell food at the bar. Let's see. Lilith was on Star Trek: The First Contact episode. One of my favorite in TG. There's like 5 different Cheers characters in Star Trek.
Yes.
I don't have the list though right in front of me. Yeah,
my favorite one was Kelsey Grammer of the Bozeman, though.
Oh, Kelsey Grammer, yep.
Yeah. And let's see. Suzanne, the mixed cinnamon rolls, they are super soaked with butter and sugar. And absolutely, yes. You're killing me. I need to eat some. Mikey, read your own.
Okay. Frosted cinnamon rolls.
And non-frosted, Mikey, just sticky buns.
Oh, honey buns then.
Oh, boy. There's a joke there, but I'm not going to say it.
Sticky, LOL. Make honey buns as well.
Hey, see, she does make honey buns as well.
And welcome Throng Kill. And she says, Kirstie Alley's dead.
Yeah.
I will say, since PvP is, I'll just say it. Well, then, how do you guys like your buns?
Intact.
Well, I like them. I like them hot and sweet if I can get them that way.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, there's the children's playground.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah, this was right after the Joplin tornado there that destroyed the entire town.
It looks like they picked up the McDonald's from around it and left the play area.
Now, whoever built this, we need them building houses.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. If the people that designed and built this play set made something that could withstand that kind of bad weather, like Maybe they should contact them to build the bloody houses in the town. You know,
Yeah.
Right?
seriously, that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's
Reinforced
cool.
This
Yeah.
was a steel light pole right here that snapped off and blew away.
A steel light pole.
That's
Wow.
incredible. I mean, it's basically all. Well, there might be a bit of damage. It looks like on the right side, that little red bit there looks a little bent, but
Oh, okay,
still,
okay. I can deal with the little red bit, but the fact is, everything around it's completely destroyed, and this
Yeah,
thing is intact.
yeah,
I can deal with
yeah,
some curved stairs compared to the devastation right next to it. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's. I mean, you think it would have been totally demolished, like looking at what's behind there, right? Like, jeez,
yeah.
wow.
But they actually got new houses. I want to see how well they stand up to tornadoes. They're kind of like Lego houses. They're these big cement thing. They're or plastic blocks. You fill them in with you place them. They lock in like Lego pieces, and you fill 'em- you just drill a little hole, fill it up with insulation and all that there. But it's pretty much just Lego pieces. Then then you got your doors and your windows and all that. But it's basically giant Lego bricks. I want to see how well those things hold up to a freaking tornado there, because those things, they may not look strong, but they probably hold it. If they're anything like Lego blocks, they'd hold up pretty damn good.
You know, you guys could always start building your houses underground. You know.
No, we got a few. We actually got two of them here in the county.
Because think about it, I've seen some pretty luxurious homes over the years, which are basically underground dwellings, and they're like they have all kinds of skylights, right? So they have lots of light,
Yeah,
and they have ventilation, so they still got air and oxygen and stuff. And then you could build a structure like that, and then the skylight windows, you could have like storm shutters, heavy duty storm shutters that you could close with the push of a button if there was bad weather coming at you, right?
Well, my
yeah,
second daughter's mom grew up in a house like that. It was basically her dad built it. It's basically a basement house, and it had windows just above like where the ground level was, and it had been like that until she was like 20 years old. Then her sister and brother-in-law moved in, and they
Uh,
built that up, put a whole new like ground floor on it, basically.
hmm.
So then the house became the downstairs. So it was like basically two finished houses, one on top of the other, basically.
yeah,
So
Uh,
yeah.
That's cool.
Well, we got one of those underground houses that over there in the town I work in. It's built in like the almost like a hill there. But the problem with that house is that they got the front and all these lights are in the like a front view window facing the southwest. Well, guess which direction a majority of tornadoes come from?
Southwest.
Yeah, so building that into a hill there, or keep building it slightly underground, ain't
Yeah,
gonna do jack shit.
let's put your bay window from your underground house facing the southwest. Yeah, that's intelligence, not
well,
especially in this state where me and Grill are at. Holy cow!
they probably weren't thinking about what they were doing, and they just I don't know, maybe that land was cheap or something, and they just built there. But if they were smart enough and did the research about the weather patterns in the area, you think they would have got like another another hill in a valley, maybe somewhere that was more
Well, it
protected.
is
You know,
technically in the valley. It's not down. It's kind of close to the river, but not. It won't ever flood from the river. We actually got what they got in that town there. If I showed in last year's floods there, where they got designated sacrificial spots. If that makes sense, where there's areas that they will not fortify.
Yeah,
Sacrifices
basically,
to the
yeah, they got spots along the river. It's like a crumple zone on a car, but they got spots in the river designed to fail. So certain areas flood, but the other ones, where all the
give a
infrastructure is
place for
at.
the water to go. Give a
Yeah.
place
Is that
for
a
water to go.
form? Is that a form of levy that they have for you, Jay? The
Uh,
levies.
I'm sure we have them around where I'm at. I'm not sure about Gorilla.
No, they took all our dams out, but what it is like we got the banks built up around the downtown there with a lot of rocks, but down by the athletic fields there is no rocks and no embankment built. So when the floodwaters come through, they rush into the athletic fields and not the river doesn't rise up into the or try to prevent the river from rising into the downtown area. Same with the park down there that they let that flood out without they didn't sandbag that there, but we sandbagged around our electrical equipment and the businesses there. Then we had to try to save the essential infrastructure like the water treatment plant, the drugstore, the liquor store, the essential things.
Right.
So yeah.
And
So
hey Jim, how's it going?
hi Jim.
Hey, Jim.
So those are basically they're not levees, like because a levee is designed to hold against a flood, right? Like not
Yeah.
allow.
No,
Yeah.
they're sacrificial. We call them I call them like designated sacrificial spots.
Yeah, they're
just so
they're like designed to flood to protect
Yeah,
the rest
designed to
of the
fail,
can.
like
Yeah.
almost every product these days.
So
yeah.
they're like the opposite of a levee in a sense, then.
well, it's just a spot where the water could go to prevent it from getting higher above
From
the banks
rising.
in the essential areas.
Yeah,
It's a barrier that works in a way that allows the overflow to go into another direction. It's the
Yeah.
thing we have up here in Toronto is what they do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it still didn't work. There still was quite a few homes that got flooded and
Yeah.
flooded there, and
Yeah.
the highway was closed for a few weeks.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
it's not like a levee though, because a levee should not it should not break. It should hold. Like I remember, the biggest disaster that happened in New Orleans, right?
Yeah, Hurricane Katrina. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
they had levees, and those levees failed, and that's what happened.
That
Well,
failed
the
miserably,
problem-
actually.
You
Well-
know what really disgusted me too is there was warnings for years that those levees were not going to hold in a major storm, and they did f all about reinforcing them. Like absolutely, from what I've heard, diddly squat. Right.
Well, part of the problem is, and I may sound like an ass for saying this, but we're all thinking it. That's what you get for building a city 11 feet under sea level next to the ocean.
Well, another part of that is a lot of that infrastructure, those levees were all done by the Army Corps of Engineers, right? So what you got to realize is with these major cities, the Army Corps of Engineers, when it comes to infrastructure like that, has a lot to do with it. And they're the ones that do a lot of the construction. The problem is the city knew they needed to upgrade that infrastructure. They just didn't have the funding necessary to put into it, right? So the funding has to come from a certain spot in the government, especially if the Army Corps of Engineers is involved and all that. So it's such a bigger scale problem than what people want to boil it down to.
Well, they could have found the money if they really wanted to, but nobody wants to give up their piece of the pie.
Yes, that's an unfortunate truth that
Whoops,
no,
we lost PvP.
Yeah.
PvP, where'd you go, bud?
Yeah, let's check up on chats here. And PvP hot and sweet anytime. I'll come back to that one there. And children's playhouses have to conform to very high standards. That's why it survived. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The
we
only
still
thing
why aren't our houses to those standards? I've seen a wolf walk right up to a house, go and blow the whole damn house down. Now actually it's more like a breath of wind, but we gotta get the little Red Riding Hood story in there. But I've seen houses just collapse for no damn reason except maybe a breath of wind. So why aren't our houses built to that standard? And Mikey being a grammar Nazi.
Well, stop that.
Yeah. Yeah, spell check always gets me.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm a
spell
spell
checker
checker freak show. That's me. It's cool, Kevin.
Yeah. And we said hello to Jim as Susie popped in there.
Yep.
There's Jim saying hello and thank you, Suzanne, for putting the link in. So I and Jim, and we're discussing hot sticky buns. And
Yeah.
Scurvy, what other foods are a good bar food that I could make up? Oh, there's always cheese curds there.
Well, I told her mac and cheese. I told her hot dogs, sliders,
Enchiladas.
hot dogs, enchiladas, tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I always
I
go
did-
down to the bar for burgers and I love their
Oh, the
chicken strip and
hamburgers?
cheese
Yeah.
slices.
Cheeseburger and stuff. I always like to have my burger well done.
Hey, now, if you do hot dogs, you got to do something other than just a hot dog. You got to make it classic. Like we had some mac and cheese hot dogs there that had some white cheddar mac and cheese there during hot dog night. Those are freaking delicious. There's a couple other ones that were pretty good. Then there were some that were just absolutely.
Oh, we got a hot dog shop about a block and a half away. They make like 50 different types of hot dogs, like with toppings and stuff.
Oh,
Well,
every
Suzanne
June our
just
town
told me
has
that-
every June for a fundraiser, the business association hosts a hot dog night, and all of the businesses that are part of that association are come up with a different type of hot dogs there. And we go around and hand out the hot dogs there, and then people vote on which one was their favorite one.
Ooh, Kevin, I like that idea. So, some hot soft pretzels, especially like with some jalapeno cheese on it. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. Mac and cheese too. Bar food, I'm thinking sliders, french fries, melted cheese. There's not a single bakery anywhere near my town, so I'm thinking about becoming the local baker lady for everyone. There you go. Like I love the glazed twist that we have in town, and that's like a cinnamon twist there. It's a glazed cinnamon twist. Oh, those are delicious.
Those are good. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was doing the paper on town when I was 14 there, the baker didn't open till 5, but I always swing by there at 4:30, and the guy always made the 3 different donuts that I got first. It'd be like
Nice.
a vanilla long john, a glazed twist. I can't remember what the other one is now.
I used to be the head baker at Timmy Hortons here in town.
At Timmy's?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was the
Nice.
head baker at Tim Hortons here in town. Yeah, and we didn't open till 6, and I got in at 4:30 just to start getting everything going. So
Yeah, and it's gonna be a great idea. Thanks. And Mikey, farm boys don't eat hot dogs or mac and cheese. These boys are meat and potato crews.
And
So
meat
make them up.
taters.
Do what I do, Suzanne. There, especially if the bar don't sell food there, is always like it'd probably be better in an air fryer, or if you get the right kind of oil there, make them chislets and French fry, chislets and a loaded baked potato. You could probably sell those for a good 15, $20.
what the heck is a chislic?
Like I just use stew meat, but it's basically like cut up beef tips there, or
Okay.
there, and you deep fry them or air fry them.
Oh, okay.
You fry them in oil, basically.
Oh, let's take
To-
beef
to
stew
the
meat
liking.
and deep fry it. Okay, that's different.
Yeah, I just
Nice.
use stew meat just because I'm a fucking lazy ass. I don't want to cut up a roast or anything.
Great.
Yeah. So is Suzanne talking about not just Tim Hortons, but she's also talking about Baskin Robbins? Is that Robbins?
Robbins, Baskin Robbins is an ice cream shop.
Yeah.
Right. But they did sell
Yeah.
donuts sometimes too.
Yeah.
Baskin.
I guess. I mean, I haven't been to one in a few decades, so
Well,
they might have had
the
donuts.
one I grew up with, the one I grew up with was Dunkin' Donuts. I grew up
Yeah,
with
Dunkin'. Is always
Yeah.
Dunkin' actually was a Detroit business that spread around.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Then Kevin
Oh.
Sharkey said, "How about jalapeno poppers?" And Kevin, no, what's another thing is there's 2 burgers that I absolutely freaking love. Well, one's more of a chicken sandwich. I love the chicken sandwich more than the burger, but one is called a barnyard burger. It's a burger, cheese, ham, and a fried egg and bacon.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we just call that Sunday breakfast.
Yeah, well, we call it a barnyard burger here, and then the other one is called the Hawaiian chicken sandwich. It was a grilled chicken breast with some Swiss cheese on top, dribbled in teriyaki sauce, and had a pineapples and grilled pineapple on top.
That don't sound bad. I do like the sound of that.
No,
Yeah.
it's delicious. I talked to the maker. Yeah, you just throw like the pineapple on the grill for a couple minutes. Not enough to cook it, but to give it the sear marks and everything. But you take your chicken breast and you put some cheese on it and melt it and all that there. Then you take the pineapple slice and drizzle your teriyaki sauce on top, and then put it in between the buns.
No, that's a good idea because like when I make my chicken sandwiches, right? I'll take the thin cut chicken breast, right, and I'll grill it up, and then I'll toast I use the onion buns, and I'll toast the onion buns, and then I'll melt the Swiss cheese over the chicken, and then I got some onions and mushrooms sautéed, and I'll add that on there, and
Yeah.
you know
Do
that's
you
how
ever use tomatoes?
So
Do
next
you
time,
ever
skip
tomatoes
the
too?
mushrooms and sautéed, and just get some pineapple slices to throw on it, and then
do the
some
pineapple
teriyaki
instead of
sauce.
the onions and mushroom. Yeah,
Yeah, then get some teriyaki. You got to have that
and some
teriyaki sauce.
teriyaki. Yeah.
Yeah, it's delicious. I'd warm up the teriyaki just a little bit, but not like overcook it.
You
Right,
should have
right.
tomatoes on that type of bun too if you're using, the scalloped onions or the minced onions.
No, just the onion buns, Mikey. The onion buns.
The onion
Gorilla,
buns.
if you're up for it, can you put the StreamYards link back in the YouTube chat for a few seconds for PvP to come back up?
It's pinned to the top. It's pinned to the top.
It's pinned to the top.
Mm.
It's in there.
Yes, it is. It is pinned.
I think PvP is either a my crash stream or accidentally is on mine, or he's going to yours right now.
Yeah, he's on yours.
Oh, that's cool, Suzanne. She said she grew up in Penticton, British Columbia.
All right. So if you're going to do some baked goods, pretzels, yeah. And poutine. I had that one time. That's like
poutine.
That's like a once a year thing because that's like that it's really freaking low. It's like a once a year thing where you take the French fries, that throw some cheese curds there, that drizzle in beef gravy. It's freaking delicious, but it's a once a year thing. You can't have that too often. Oh yeah, soft pretzels are for bar food. Good idea, Kevin. Yeah, well the thing is, if you ever go to any bar worth its weight, they'll always have peanuts or pretzels on all the tables at the bar
to make you thirstier. That's why.
Exactly.
Yep. Exactly. ours is popcorn.
Hey, that works.
Melted cheese with the pretzel. Yeah, you gotta have, if you're gonna have hard or soft pretzels, it's always good to have fondue type cheese or like the melted cheese.
Yeah, the melty gooey cheese. Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah, with those large salt suck on, it's good for bars people will drink for. Yep. Don't walk into a bar and say, "Who wants my hot bun, Suzanne?" Jay left my house out, so I was for Timmy's and Robin's. Robin's is a donut and coffee place. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, that's a new business I didn't even know about.
I didn't even know about Robin's. All I know is Timmy's, and like I said before that, I did Dunkin' Donuts. So that was my thing.
And Scurvy, I just sell to the barkeep, and she sells. Okay. Robin's Donuts. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Where do you live? He's in Edmonton. Okay.
He's in Edmonton, Alberta.
Is he an Oilers fan by any chance?
I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he is.
Now let's see. I grew up in Vancouver. I got a pin there. Right? Cool. In Saskatoon, or a smaller town.
Saskatoon.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. It's weird because it wasn't showing like usually when you talk, it has that little circle, and it wasn't doing that for a minute there. Okay.
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
You know,
bud.
I don't know what's going on with if it's StreamYard's got, but I just went to switch on a different tab to look at gather something for later in the stream, and I don't remember pushing any button that would boot myself. It just seems like it booted me. And then the weird thing was when I came back on, tried to come back on, I ended up on Sistan channel. I'm pretty sure I tried to go on Gorilla. So, man, I don't know. It was weird.
Are you on your phone PvP or on a computer?
No, I'm on a desktop. I'm always on a desktop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he always uses desktop.
Well, that is weird then. I know if you try to switch tab on a phone, it'll knock you out of StreamYard automatically.
Yeah.
So
No, I know StreamYard's been doing some weird stuff the last few weeks. Every once in a while. So
It
I
has.
don't know.
It has. It's got these glitches from time to time that just really screw with you, and you're like, "What?" You know.
Yeah,
and then,
well, that's what companies do, right? When they increase their prices, they get more glitches to
they
screw the customer.
increased our price a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
barely enough that we can survive to afford it, but
Yeah.
yeah. But Suzanne Eckstein is telling me that her poutine is the best. Okay, I will put my Suzanne against yours, Suzanne. Her
Hey,
poutine is
I'm not even a real Canadian, but if I find a good recipe, I'll put up a cooking video for everybody.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's catch up here. I grew up in Pensacola, BC. Next, Kevin, super tiny town, population 200. Oh, that sounds like a dream town right there.
Yeah, right.
And let's see, Mikey, my poutine is best. It stands beside Montreal poutine.
Poutine. Okay.
And let's see.
Well,
I'm just
my
getting
voice is
started,
better.
boy. So looking to make up my menu and give it to the barkeep.
There
And
you
Kevin's not Spar Street. And I thought poutine was created by Wisconsin so they could stay competitive in the battle of the fattest states. No,
Wait. Why would they need to do that when they make beer in Wisconsin, man? Come on.
Yeah, come on.
No, I'll hold you out here. They couldn't fucking keep up with Texas because everything's bigger in Texas here. So they said, "Fuck it, Texas can have the fattest state represent there, and we'll just become the fucking drunkest state." They have more bars than people.
There's only two things that come out of Wisconsin: beer and cheese. Okay, I'm just saying.
That's it. Beer and cheese.
Let's see. Oh, there was a comment here, PvP, way up here for you specifically. If I can find it.
What?
Hey,
Hey, Gorilla, can you read this one?
PvP hot and sweet anytime. Oh my, Susan. Oh my.
That's totally out of context for you.
And
Mikey, laughing my ass off. Your Suzanne
sure.
and I would be best sisters together. Yeah, then you'd have two people smacking you with the frying pan there, Mikey. Take a turns on each side.
Heart-shaped one, by the way.
Yeah. Really, I would do that cheese. What is Wisconsin beer? Oh, they got this stuff called the Spotted Cow. Ooh. And actually, I think I got some Wisconsin beer in my fridge.
Plus, you got to think about it. Anheuser-Busch, all those big breweries are in Wisconsin. So,
oh yeah, nice.
That's where they're based out of. They have breweries around the country, but that's like they're the main state where like all the name brand beers are at, right? So
well, the other thing we forgot about, Norman, I want to mention this really quickly. You remember that segment they did in Saturday Night Live called "The Bears"?
The Bears.
The five guys. Yeah.
Yeah. What was there was a coach they were talking about, right?
Ditka.
Yeah, Ditka.
The Bears. Ditka.
The Bears.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's back when Saturday Night Live was actually funny still.
Yeah.
You want to see Mike Ditka go off on the field at players and everybody? Just look up Mike Ditka on YouTube and you'll find clips of him going off.
He's kind of a legend for losing his mind, isn't he? Like seriously.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did get the Bears to win the Super Bowl in '85.
Well, yeah, you got to
When the-
remember, Mikey. That's when he had Mike the Refrigerator Perry playing for him.
Yeah. The fat guy, Refrigerator Perry, who passed for a touchdown, then he runs in for a touchdown.
Yeah, the dude might have been 350 pounds of pure lard ass, but I tell you what, he's one dude you wouldn't want to get in front of. I'm just saying.
Well, I didn't want to run into him.
Yeah,
I'd
sure.
be rolled
I
over
would- I
like a
would not do
steamroller.
that.
Be like a bug on a
So-
windshield.
So Sci-Fi Nation. So you're saying Ditka is hard about himself?
Well, I don't know. He might have been. I didn't really know the guy.
I think he was pretty hard on his players if they were screwing up during the game.
I mean, he was head coach of the Bears in the '80s when I was just a young kid. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta ask Gorilla when he comes back if he's ever had a cheese flavored beer.
No,
Cheese
but
flavored beer.
this
Well,
here,
It seems Gorilla's
This here
tasted
was-
every other kind of beer, so like, why not?
let's see here. This stuff here, the cinnamon bread beer, is made in Stillwater, Wisconsin.
Oh wow,
Stillwater.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
you-
where the original Saints Row were at.
jeez.
Hey, if you guys like IPAs and dark stouts or coffee beer, New Glarus has some good beers, but you can
Hey
only
guys,
get
by
them
the
in
way,
Wisconsin.
according to Wiki, Iron Mike Ditka is 85 years old. The man's still breathing.
He's still kicking.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's still
Hey.
breathing.
And
Yeah.
hey, Ancient One.
Hey,
Actually,
Ancient One.
Texas nor Wisconsin are in the top 10 fattest states, but they are the fattest, does anyone know? Scurvy, you're
You're
showing your
fat.
age. You're showing your
Yeah,
age,
you are,
Scurvy.
Lemon.
That was phasing out when I was in middle school.
Oh God.
Let's see, I know Milwaukee beer, so they can make power tools. No, they got a shit ton of craft breweries in Wisconsin.
Yeah, they have craft breweries.
Yeah.
They got, like I said, the major national beers that everybody knows, like Anheuser-Busch, all that type of stuff.
Did raves ever die? Because I remember the years that the rave was a big thing.
No, raves are still going, man. Just go on Tinder. Look at these 20-year-olds. They're still raving.
Oh wow.
No, you're getting catfish there. But Mike, can you want to read this one?
Yeah, sure. Ancient One says, "Welcome to Gorilla's Censored Thoughts podcast live stream. Our awesome gorilla with censored thoughts. Check him out. See what he's about. There's the link.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here with Gorilla Censored Thoughts, our awesome gorilla with censored thoughts. Please follow him and smash that like button like Hulk if you enjoy his content. Hulk smash!
No, I like my
Man,
computer.
thank you, Ancient One. Thank you, Ancient One. And Suzanne says, Scurvy, I say fat all the time.
That's just fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is nice. And Ancient One saying hello to everyone.
Hey there.
Yeah.
Then I also started making candy. It's tricky but fun. Oh, Suzanne, I bet you know what you could sell a lot of, and like Shield sells theirs for like a bar like this here. Yeah, it costs like a Shields. They sell it like $4 a bar like this, but they do like 4 for 16 or 6 for 16. Like you buy 4, you get 2 free. But make different kinds of fudge, like cookies and cream, salted caramel fudge, M&M fudge. You know, the one I got here is birthday cake fudge. You know, I really like the Andy's mince fudge, the mince fudge too.
Now, if you guys ever get a chance to travel to Jerome, Arizona, you need to eat their orange fudge. It is the bomb. It is the best ever fudge. Orange fudge.
Yeah.
And it's
Wow.
affordable.
Anytime.
Great stuff.
Yeah. And Angel says, anytime, girls. And howdy, Kevin. I never said hi. And hi to Scurvy.
Yes.
No, but I go. Yeah, the thing with the fudge though is every time I pass the Shield, because the closest Shield is 63 miles away, and I have to go through 2 fucking roundabouts. And anybody who knows me knows how I feel about roundabouts.
Yeah, they're pointless. They're pointless.
Well, you know what's ironic is the group Yes sang the song way back roundabout, and now you got them everywhere on roads and shit.
Dude, this is what I'm saying. I live in Michigan, not the UK. Get rid of these fucking roundabouts.
but for the thing here, so the whoever invented the roundabouts there, we had an engineer here in Minnesota said, here, hold my double shot vanilla latte here, and I'll give you a J turn. Now, when I had to go take the kid to his grandma's there, instead of coming up to a four lane highway, split highway. So you got two lanes, then the median, then there are two
I know what
lanes.
you're talking about. You
So-
can't go
so-
straight at the red light. You got to make a right, go down, turn around, come back.
Yeah.
Oh, those
So what
are.
I
Oh,
did-
we got those all
yeah.
over here. I hate those.
Well, let me tell the story here. So instead of what I used to be able to do was shoot across shoot across two lanes when it's clear, and go the other way. Once that's clear, shoot across the other two lanes. Generally easy. It's not a busy intersection. You can get through relatively quickly. But some jackass, with a brilliant idea, decided to convert that, so they blocked that off. They made a little things here. So in order for me to cross that intersection, I had to pull off the highway, shoot across two lanes into a turn lane, turn around, shoot across two more lanes into another turn lane, then turn onto the road that's directly across from the other road. They call it a fucking J turn. Like these fucking retards.
And
no, it's probably
I
Tim
tell ya,
Wilson putting into power.
Those
Probably your dumbass Tim.
Those we have those on campus here, and it's on a major road here in town, and those J turns have caused more accidents than the stupid ass roundabout have downtown. I'm telling you, those J turns are right. I mean, if I had to rate roundabouts and J turns, I mean they're neck and neck as to how stupid they are.
Well, no. Like, there's one easy way to fix the whole roundabout thing. Because up where my parents live, they put a bunch of roundabouts onto one of the major roads to slow the traffic down.
Same with my parents, Gorilla.
They only lasted 2 weeks. Those roundabouts.
People in big trucks just drive through the middle of them. They won't last very long.
Nope. One of the city council's members' houses caught on fire, and the fire trucks could not get their trucks through them because of how narrow they were. So the trucks had to take the long way around, and the city council's house burned straight to the ground because the fire department took so long to get there. The next week, those roundabouts were all flattened. So just see the politician's house catches on fire. Look how fast things change.
Yeah, and if 100 average citizens' houses burned down, nothing would change, right?
Yeah. Well, hell, these bureaucrats, one of the first houses built in the town. It's an actual historical landmark. It took them 15 years to get the approval to fix the thing because it needed to be restored with the exact same materials that the house was built with because of its historical. If they will just let them spend, the money was not the issue to fix it. Money was not an object. These people got the money. The problem was, you can't find any parts from the 1700s. No shit, Sherlock. But I'm pretty sure you could go down to any wood carving shop, go, hey, these need to be made in the exact same way they were back in the 1700s. I guarantee you they would upcharge the price because they have to use hand tools and all that and use old tools. But I guarantee you they would. They could have found someone within a week to do that, to fit and then fix that house. But no, because of the bureaucratic, stupid retardedness, and I'm probably gonna get dinged on YouTube for this, but I don't give a shit. There's no other words to justify it. There's no other words to justify it. It took them 15 years to even get the approval to fix the house, and now they're fixing. It's a gorgeous house. I'll have to take a video of it or a picture of it the next time I'm up there. It's a gorgeous house, but because of the electrical fire, because they weren't allowed to update anything, because of its historic status, there, it took them 15 years just to get the approval.
That's nuts.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
I just want to add my 2 cents to the roundabout thing. There's only one roundabout that I have to go through every week when I'm doing my grocery shopping and shit. I don't have a problem with it because as long as you're careful, because if there's other cars in it, I don't trust what way their turn signals are, because some people put the turn signals on the wrong direction, and so I'll just wait until they clear out, and then I will proceed. The theory is it's supposed to speed up the traffic flow, right? I think that's the main theory these assholes at City Hall have. Thing is, though, if you got 3, 4 cars going through the roundabout at the same time, you've got to stop and wait, right? And sometimes I can stop and wait for 15, 20 seconds easy. Whereas this is a crazy thing. There's the roundabout, and then I drive like 3 blocks down, and there's a 4-way stop. The 4-way stop works much, much better, much, much quicker, because then everybody with a half brain knows what a 4-way stop is, right? You take your turn, whoever gets there first goes first, and it works really, really well. And when they spend money on like roundabouts, when they could have just left it alone, and like you said, Gorilla, if there was a fire and they had to get a fire truck through that, there's no fire truck could ever pass through that roundabout, because it's just too fucking narrow, right? It's made for like cars and trucks, not big trucks, So
it's funny, yeah, because I live in a downtown area, trying to see the fire trucks, and especially because the post office is on the road where this roundabout is, so is a courthouse. So it's funny seeing all these service vehicles trying to get around the damn thing. 18-wheelers. It's like, dude, a box truck can barely get around it. It's like, come on, man.
You'd never get a fire truck or a semi through that thing. I mean, it's just impossible.
Well, I also want to mention too that where my parents live in Scottsdale, Arizona, before Suzanne and I left the state, they had already put in bunch of roundabouts, and the reason they did it is because some of those big diesel trucks and the big wheels and whatever, they would just ignore the signs saying that you're not allowed to go through here. They went through there anyway, these big trailers and everything. So the bright boys over in the Scottsdale City Council said, oh, what the fuck, we'll just go ahead and put some more roundabouts in so these trucks can't make it and they won't go through it. And it was stupid. And all it did was impede traffic. It just caused more traffic accidents than before they put them in. So that makes no sense.
I got a prime story about City Hall stupidity and impeding traffic. I live the main road. Like I drive like 2 blocks up to the main road to get out to do anything here, right? To go get gas, shop, whatever.
Right.
It's called Sutherland Avenue. A year ago, before they fucked it up, it was a wonderful street to drive down. Nice wide lanes on both sides, right? It's just a basic 2-way side street. It was great. I drove it for like, I don't know, almost 10 years with no problems. Then the geniuses at City Hall about a year ago decide they got to start, putting in these bike lanes and all this crazy shit. And they had a small bike lane before, but now they divided the road up in like a 2-way bike lane on the one side, a 2-way bike lane, which is silly, plus the sidewalk. Then they put between where cars go and the bikes go, they've got like a 1.5 foot wide concrete barrier all along the road now, so that takes more space away from where the cars navigate, right? They got the damn roads. It's so narrow now. Oh, and another thing, they put some parking spaces on parts of it. So you've got cars parking on one side. You've got the bike lane with the barriers on the other side. You've got the 2 lanes in the middle where traffic is supposed to flow. And I swear, if you get a big ass truck that's parked and you see an oncoming car, I just stop. I just put my brakes on and I wait till the other car to pass, because there's no way the 2 of you will ever pass without having a collision. There's just not enough bloody width of the fucking road, right? And it drives me nuts. And not only that's bad enough, but they got all these signage everywhere. These yellow signs telling you to do this, turn left, don't turn here, blah, blah, blah. It's micromanaged like we're children, right? And then on top of that, they put these bloody barriers up on every corner They're like 6 feet long, like 3.5 feet wide. They're big yellow. They're like big yellow tablet shaped concrete barrier things, and they put them up on every bloody corner. I don't know why. I guess I just think pedestrians are so dumb, that they'll get killed because sometimes pedestrians do, cross, not in the crosswalk. So now,
Most pedestrians are pretty idiotic. Let's be honest.
but the thing is,
Not from my point of view. It's the drivers that are dumb.
No, nobody died in 10 years that I knew about on this road. Anyway, the pedestrians pretty much have to go through the crosswalk now because they can't go over these. Well, actually, a healthy person, they're only about 8, 9, 10 inches to a foot tall. Any young person could step right over them, right? Which is also stupid because they're not really serving any real purpose, right? The only thing they do is they once again narrow the bloody corners to the point where two cars, if they're coming through the corner at the same time, can barely pass without scraping into each other's sides, right? And what my favorite part was about when they first put all this shit like a year ago, about 2 weeks into it, there was one barrier in the middle of the road dividing the lanes, right? At a intersection. It had a big yellow reflective sign sticking out of it, right? I guess, because in the evening it's supposed to make it. Guess what? 2 weeks after they put this in, some asshole, I guess, that wasn't paying attention, ran over the sign and flattened it flat. I can imagine the damage it did to the undercarriage of their car. And I hope they were a wealthy person, because there are wealthy people in this city. I hope it was somebody, that has a couple million in the bank and sued the ass off of the city. Because I think they probably did, because about 3 or 4 days later, they took that whole barrier out. It was just gone. They removed it and it's never come back. So it's like the micromanagement of the traffic patterns and the pedestrians and you don't need like 5 feet wide bike lanes with another foot. Like they took like 6 feet away from the bloody road the traffic used to go on. It's so unsafe now. I hate this road now. I used to love driving down that street, and I hate it now because it's just bloody dangerous, and it's the bloody city that made it that way. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but I had to get that out.
You want to catch up on chat there, Gorilla?
Yep. Suzanne says saltwater taffy sells well. I bet it does. And don't get me started on roundabouts. The biggest mistake on roundabouts is they are too small. It doesn't give enough space and time for cars to circle and clear for the entry lanes, which cause all the early points have to stop. Yeah. It's still better than a four-way stop then. Might as well just put a stoplight in.
Four-way. I think four-way stops work fine though. Like I've never had a problem with a four-way.
Hey, sit down. I'll make you read your own.
Go ahead, Satan.
Only politicians love roundabouts since they dance around about the truth.
That's true.
It's actually clever. And why is there a roundabout in Minnesota? Did we lose a war? You forgot that we got invaded by a bunch of Somalis and other illegal immigrants there that screwed our demographics to the point where we elected a guy who sits there praises fucking China.
China. Hey, why did China come up when we're talking about roundabouts? The only place I've seen them besides the States.
Because he asked if we lost a war. He's asked why there's roundabouts in Minnesota. Did we lose a war? And that's because we got a commie for a governor.
Yes.
Yeah, the dipshit that got paraded around as the fucking Kamala's token white boy. and those are not my words. Those are his words. He called himself the token white. Well, he called himself token white guy, but he's more of a boy.
Yeah,
that's his words. It's his words. I'm just quoting and paraphrasing slightly there.
Yeah, keep going, girl.
What he said. And what about those crossovers where you're on the opposite side of the road to turn left or right.
Those are just screwy. Like,
I'm not
you
sure what he's
know,
talking about. I haven't read. Oh, are you talking about the diamond ones? Because I heard they put a
yes.
diamond thing over 41st Street in Sufu, but I haven't checked it out. I'll have to check it out in July when I get over there. And I drive trucks that hate them. Oh, if you hate trucks, then don't drive them.
Yeah, it's that simple.
That makes sense.
It really is that simple, but
Oh, God.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
read this one, Cypher Nation?
what's that, Mikey?
No,
Make
go
sure
ahead
you
and
read
read
your own.
yours.
Oh yeah, I said that's cool to Kevin Strucky. I'm thinking of driving over the road after my kid's done with school in about 8 years, and I know I realize that'll put me close to retirement age for most people,
Mhm.
but the way I look at it is okay. I've been raising kids for 20 plus years, almost 30 years. I'm ready to get out and roam. I want to see some stuff.
So you're saying in 8 more years you've got your boot primed to kick your kid out once he graduates from high
You know
school.
what? After he graduates, he can come with me if he wants. I don't care. I just don't want to disrupt him while he's in school, right?
Right.
The only thing my boot's going is through the carpet and through the firewall, and yeah, we're gonna be eastbound and down, folks. That's
I miss you, Jay.
Eastbound and down, rolling up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say.
We're gonna
can't
do
be
what they
done.
say can't
So,
be done.
are you saying you're gonna be hauling a shit ton of bootlegged beer from Texas back to Georgia?
I can I
Get this
can
to
either
Louisiana or to
I
New York City?
well, I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, it's okay job at times. I drive fuel tankers. Butane as they're called in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, we call them that. Yeah, we call them B trains in the States too. It's just basically dual trailers.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'd like
just-
to.
just
I'd like to
the
get
tires,
Kevin.
too.
I'd like to get Kevin Trucky's opinion on the truckers' protest some years ago, if he has one. Like I don't don't expect him. He doesn't have to share his thoughts, but I'm just curious if he has any thoughts on that protest movement that happened like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jay, do you want to read this one?
Sure. Suzanne says, Jay, you should. You'd love it. It's so freeing doing long haul. And that's the thing, being in one spot for so long, just raising kids, I had my little bit of fun time, but I had my first kid in my early 20s, so I didn't have him too young. But the thing is, I kept raising kids that weren't my own, right? And that's what I'm doing now. Even I consider them mine, but I'm not like the sperm donor, basically. But I'm still daddy. And the thing is, as much as I love it, sometimes I just want to get up and go, and I know I can't until this obligation is, that I make sure it's done the right way. So, yeah, I don't care if I'm going to be damn near 60 years old. I'm going to get up, go out, and I'm going to do stuff, right? So. Because I'm 49 now, so I got to figure he's going to be 58 by the time he graduates. So yeah, I mean, we're talking almost 4 decades of raising kids, right? So,
and I'm only a decade older than you, Jay.
All right. So let's see, pre-trains here are dual trailers. They are here. They just use a fifth wheel to connect to.
Yeah, they do here too. Yeah, they do the same thing here in the States. So.
They're 130,000 pounds. All right, we finally got a Canadian using the right and only method.
What yes, he did use the imperial system as it's known.
Yes.
Yeah. And let's see, Kevin, I think ours are also. I'm in the state. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got the same standards everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the U.S. and Canada are very, very similar when it comes to the trucking rules and trucking laws. So,
yeah. Let's see, Kevin Truckee says, I used to do a lot of chemical tanker work all over the USA. The part that makes trucking hard is the lack of facilities, lacking of parking, little standards where they don't have washrooms or showers. Well, Minnesota, we have a rest stop every 45 to 50 miles, but then like every truck stop has a shower and everything and bathrooms, at the truck stops.
The
And they're
problem,
all along the interstates there.
I follow the trucking community and a lot of trucking channels, and the problem is, yeah, you got all the, you got the truck stops, but the problem is the condition of the truck stops, what's actually available inside the truck stop when you get there, because after one trucker uses it, it's got to be temporarily closed so they can clean it for the next guy, right? You got how many spots in this, truck stop, and you got how many truckers waiting to get showered. So I'm thinking about this long term, right? I don't want to go in there and just go drive for some company off rip, which I'm probably going to have to do just because when I'm first starting out and my age, I get that, right? But I'm trying to save money and invest because I want to buy my own rig, but I want it to have the type of sleeper on it to where I can put my own mini shower in it. I can put my own mini crapper in it, right? Because so
well, the thing is, you could put like a chemical toilet in it or something, right?
Yeah, even a chemical one just to start with PvP.
Yeah,
exactly.
like just to kind of get you by when you're on the road, right?
It's a mini what they call a mini bassinet toilet. Which
I mean, you can put them in a camper that fits on a pickup truck bed, right? It's just a chemical toilet. So
that's it.
Yeah.
Then Suzanne here says, after living in such a tiny village all this time, I no longer enjoy driving in big cities anymore. Driving in Saskatoon gives me a bad nerves now.
Yeah,
I don't mind driving in cities as long as my fucking GPS that I threw out the fucking window there doesn't take me down the busiest fucking road at 3:00 in the afternoon the day before Thanksgiving. I'm totally fine driving cities, but unless you throw me in that the busiest fucking road at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Fun fact: even if you're not driving an 18-wheeler or a box truck, there's an app out there called Trucker Route. Download it, use it. It's more up to date than the GPS in your car. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't have GPS, and I never will, because I know a guy in the UK, like a buddy I haven't talked to in years, but I remember one time when I was chatting with him, and he told me this story about how his GPS, he's going down like the M5 or whatever the main road is in the UK.
Yeah, it's the M5.
Yeah, and his GPS tells him to make a left turn here to get to this town or whatever. So he just basically follows the GPS without paying too much attention to what's actually in front of him.
Was he a Swift driver?
No. He's just an average guy, but he does the right turn off the highway or whatever, and ends up in the ditch because there's no fucking road there.
Now here's the thing. Now, PvP, just one point. You said you don't have GPS and you won't ever use it. Yeah, you do have it. It's on your cell phone.
I don't have a cell phone.
Well, damn, son.
I'm old school.
Grandpa. I mean, what?
I had a cell phone a couple of years ago. I could never figure out how to make the damn thing work. And then one day I woke up and it had exploded on my desk, split itself in half. And I was like, okay, I'm fucking done. That's it. My cell phone days are over.
Fair enough.
All right, guys, I gotta begin wrapping this up here. So I'm gonna go through these chats here real quick, and then we'll promote everybody.
All right.
So Kevin says the driving part, aside from the idiots driving cars, the individual life is fine, and I like to have the time to think and just do my own thing with the job. Well, that's good, Kevin. Yes, that's the good part about driving. And my main trick to help is work at 3 a.m. starts. You're done by 3 p.m. and you can usually find parking. you do have to try to time it all to make it the proper truck stops that are nice. Yeah, well, one of the truckers taught me when you're driving through a snowstorm, drive at night because you don't have all the sun reflecting off the snow there.
Yeah.
It's a neat little trick. And let's see, they're eating the roundabouts. They're eating the roundabouts. Yeah, yes, the diamonds. I have not yet personally experienced one, but I will this summer. And let's see, I hate trucks. Not hate trucks, hate the roundabouts. I don't think trucking will let you see places like highways. Remember, trucks are not allowed in a lot of places, so you're not going to be a tourist.
Watch me.
Let's see. I don't have a huge option on the protests or a huge opinion on the protest. The fact is, they didn't do a lot. I never seen them been big on those roadblocks to make a point. Well, at least they were protesting were down in the Capitol by the what do you guys ever call your Paramount cities? They're not on the highway.
Ottawa.
Well, no, but I don't know what you call your Capitol building. Like we just call ours the Capitol.
Ottawa.
That's the capital of Canada.
Okay, what building? What do you call your parliamental building?
Parliament.
That's where the Parliament building is in Ottawa.
So, well, I didn't know if it's like Germany had the Reichstag or anything. I thought maybe you guys actually had an actual name for it.
Well, Germany has it in Berlin because that's where the Reichstag was.
Okay,
that's where their parliament is.
Actually, I have to clarify. I wasn't quite thinking it through. It's called the House of Commons.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And the House of Commons, it has two chambers. It has the Parliament and it has the Senate.
And the Senate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so you're a little different than the UK because the UK has the House of Commons and the House of Lords.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have too many lords running around here in Canada. So
okay,
no.
So, Suzanne said Kevin exactly. I'm with you on that. Roadblocks are pointless in my opinion. 100%. Only the ones that sit there glue themselves to the fucking highway. Then you just have fun with them by bear macing the whole line of them, or turn your car around and just blow the exhaust right in their face. Let's see. They are always clean. They're super full after 6 p.m., so it's impossible to park. And the reason a lot of trucks don't have showers is length of the truck limits. And weight. You mostly get paid for total weight. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Jay, I've seen pretty fancy truck setups that make a one-bathroom apartment look bad, fully equipped with bathroom and bedroom. Really sweet spaces, but huge price tags. Yeah, just take out the passenger seat and put the bed there, then put the rest of it in the back. Let's see. Owning your own truck is also a big headache. You're not even making more as your free time. It's all about servicing it. I work as a company driver. I just go home after the day is done. Nice.
Oh, I already know. I'm gonna have to have at least minimum 10,000-15,000 in bank just to cover minor repairs if I'm going to be owner operator. So.
Sure.
Yeah. So Kevin, that is way smarter, way for sure. At the end of the day, not your problem any longer. Well, it just depends. There's some people that make some good money on their truck and they own their own semis. A lot of farmers around here own their own semis too. So, but a lot of their semis just go to haul the grain straight to the elevators. Let's see, Kevin. Let's see, Gorilla has experience with diamond since he has 2 X's to prove it. Just a sec. Let's see.
Bagheera, man.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Thanks for the great stream tonight, Gorilla. It was fun and educational and helpful to me to have a wonderful day. You have a wonderful night too, Suzanne. Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Suzanne.
Let's see. Going backstage after, we'll DM the link for those who want it. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah, Suzanne, I just DM'd it to you on Twitter, Twatter. So,
Right.
if anybody wants to come to my backstage, I will put the link here in the backstage here, and Gorilla can share it out. That's my backstage on my StreamYard, where I'm just gonna hang out.
Do you want it in the comment chat? You want it in the regular chat?
Yeah, that's fine because it's just a StreamYard link. I can always change that, switch it, delete it, whatever later on. So it's not a big deal.
All right, cool.
Okay. So I'm putting that back to his underground.
Yeah, my
chat
underground,
there.
basically. Yeah, we just call it that since LDG, LDS
Oh.
Pickles.
By the way, we wanted to remind you, Jay, that Pickles did remove his golden bronzed foot from said gorilla's butt. So it's no longer doing that.
Nice.
No, we'll just have to play the Indian drum beat on him again. I don't know, Jay, if you ever heard about that one.
Gorilla,
Jay, you probably heard about that story.
Jesus.
Girl, are you saying your butt's feeling lonely without LG?
Yes, very lonely.
Well,
I found out something about myself.
It makes sense that he likes hot sticky buns now because he's trying to keep shit in.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh, the grippage!
Oh my God!
Yeah, no, but
God.
I gotta say that was one of the best jokes I've ever played on someone.
Prince, yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. And think how much mileage you've got out of the
I
running
will,
gag.
Suzanne. Thank you.
The running gag about LG's foot up your ass. I mean, that's been going for how long? Like a year or over a year now?
Oh, it has been a couple of years now.
Yeah, like
It was going a couple of
you're
years.
getting a
He's
lot of
still
mileage
tortured
out
by
of that.
That went. I got to admit,
but-
Gorilla, that went just as long as the LDS Pickles gag I pulled on LDG when he first joined YouTube. So,
Well, this one here, he's still bitching about it because he had to listen. He is subconsciously listening to it for 8 hours.
I'm sure
Never fall asleep on a panel. And this is where I'm disappointed in a few of the people here, where I've dozed off on panels and nobody's blurred anything in my ears until I woke up. I'm kind of disappointed, but we got to wrap this up here. So thank you, Jim's Landscaping LLC, #1 Commodore Productions, for coming. He does occasional live streams there. He has his lawn mowing videos, his puppy videos, and his Star Trek fan films. So thank you very much, and thank you, Suzanne, for coming.
Absolutely, and
thank you,
Suzanne,
Kevin Trekkie, for coming. Yep. Mikey, do you want to promote him while I'm scrolling here?
Yes, we call him the Asian Trekkie who knows a lot about Star Trek, and he does have some cool videos there about Trek technology, which has been adapted to today's standards. So yeah, check him out. Kevin's Trekkie's got some good info there.
Oh, absolutely. And I got to thank him too for subscribing to the new channel. Thank you, Kevin Strick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you, H1, for coming. And thank you, Scurvy, for coming. And while I am scrolling here, Jay, you want to promote yourself?
Well, yeah. So I had to make a new channel. It's youtube.com at Gorilla. If you could, it's in a private chat. If you could throw that in for me.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, thank you. That's the link to the new channel. Starting fresh. Starting over. It's still gonna be hey, it's still me, Jay from Sci-Fi, right? So we're still gonna have fun. We're still gonna hang out. And I'm still gonna do streams and everything. We're just gonna try to do it. How should I say this? A little more wisely this time, I shall say. Wisely and smarter, right? It's not the third time, so it might not be a charm. I'm all ending. Oh yeah. Oh, the stream. Yeah, I think Gorilla's trying to end the stream. Kevin.
Yeah. Gorilla's
But yeah, no. I'm going on my backstage because I can't live stream until 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on my new channel I got work till 10 tomorrow anyhow. So, yeah. So my backstage link is posted up in there. Just scroll back in the chat a little ways, you'll find it. And if I don't see you back there tonight, I will be live streaming tomorrow night after work, probably 11 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. So hopefully you're all subscribed so you get the notification.
All right, thank you. And Strong Kills on your channel today. Do you want to promote him?
I'm not familiar with Throng Kill. Are you Sci-Fi Sit Down?
I haven't I haven't checked out his channel, but if I had to guess, he probably does Star Wars content. If any of you are Star Wars fans, please check out his channel as well if you like Star Wars content.
Yeah, I like his Grand Admiral Thrawn. Yeah.
And the Drew Troy 4 is on your channel also.
The Drew 24, he does arm wrestling videos. He did a few weeks back post either a few shorts or a few videos about the weather system that's going through his region of space. But beyond that, if you like arm wrestling videos, check out his channel. Beyond that, that's all I have to say about his own promotion.
All right, thank you. And thank you, Daniel's Hot Topics, for coming. At PvP, what do you got going on?
Not a heck of a lot. I finally managed to put a couple albums up over the weekend by the Scottish band called Fingerprints, not with an S, but with a Z at the end. I put up their first two albums that are really, really good. Very obscure band. Went from 1979 to 1981. They managed to put out 3 albums, one every year. And I'd say their second album is my favorite, but all of them are good. And one of my favorite songs of theirs is the last song on their first album is called Beam Me Up, Scotty. And
that's my favorite too. I love that song.
Isn't it great? And it's like beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah.
So good. And you know,
beanbag me, Scotty.
It's
beanbag me, Scotty.
It's hilarious. It makes me laugh every time I listen to it. But it's so weird and cool because it's totally done like a reggae style song, right? And then at the end of the song, it sounds like either a mix of a transporter beaming up and a phaser overloading. Like they kind of mix the two sounds together at the end of the song. So
they did. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, you mentioned that the other night, PvP. I want to tell you, like the Playmates phaser you can get for like $25. It has the phaser. It has the phaser overload on it. So
nice.
Hey, H1, go ahead and put that in the chat there. But I also want to thank Devs for coming. The guy has a real fun gaming channel. He plays different games and all that. He's really attentive to the chat there. So, make sure to check out Nemesis of Eden. There's Sit Dan. Go ahead and promote yourself.
Alrighty, to all your panel members and chatters and viewers that know me or don't know me, Sci-Fi Sit Dan. I usually go over different sci-fi TV shows or movies. I do my Dark Matter 2015 TV show watch parties on Wednesdays at 5:30 Pacific time with my co-host if he's available for it. Usually is. I do my live streams on Saturdays between 2 and 4 p.m. Pacific time, and I do cross streams with my fellow community members and colleagues like Gorilla Sensor Thoughts and Resolute Germ mainly, and sometimes Mikey Sis 4 if he allows it, among others. I try to upload a new video on my YouTube channel, Sci-Fi Sit Dan, towards the end of the previous week or the beginning of next week. I do have a secondary channel called All Four Source Are Down. On that one, I cover Japanese anime or cartoons in general, and currently we're doing Slime Season 1. And I do the watch parties on my secondary channel, All Four Source Are Down, on Fridays, 8 p.m. Pacific time, usually after Gorilla's Walton streams. And beyond that, that's all I have to say about my channel. Oh, yeah. And for all of us here, every new Watchmen and Watch Hour encourages us to make more content for you guys. So hopefully, if you don't always off YouTube, besides our day jobs, I'll turn over to Mikey Sis4 to give us a quick motion before Gorilla falls asleep.
I'm starting to think that's Gorilla's natural state of being. Is like, on.
Yeah. Do you want me to go ahead, Gorilla? Okay, so
yes.
Here at Mikey Sis 4, where as you know, we always do reviews on 4 great shows. Red Dwarf on Mondays, TOS on Tuesday, Get Smart on Wednesday, Thursdays, my favorite show of all time, the A-Team. And soon we're going to be doing, as soon as I finish with the A-Team, I'm on season 4 now. So as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to go and do live streams on Thursday nights. Just after Gorilla's done with his 4 episodes of Night Court, I'm going to go with a live stream where we're going to watch, hopefully in a watch party, going to watch the shows that were turned into movies, like the 18 movie, like the Dukes of Hazzard movie, things like that. So we're going to do that. That'll be coming up. And then, let's see, Thursday night, I think I might be, or no, Friday night, I might be on Troy Pacelli's Last Call. We're going to be discussing fan films, like Star Wars, like Star Trek, and so on. So that'll be a lot of fun. Make sure you watch for that. Our friend Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf is going to be on Netter's network Thursday Things. So make sure you check that out too. And then, of course, on Saturday afternoons when I can do it, I pair up with Sifdan and we do his sci-fi show stream from 2 to 4 his time, 5 to 7 my time Eastern. So, and then, of course, Gorilla's doing Terminator Dark Fate. Oh, God. Anyway, always expect the unexpected here at Mikey Sue's 4. There you go.
All right. As for me, I'm not sure if I'll do anything tomorrow there, but Thursday we'll have 4 episodes of Night Court, and then Friday we'll have the Walters review of the quilting, and then on Sunday there we'll have Terminator Dark Fate. But after that, I got something very special planned for everybody.
He's got that evil smile.
Yeah, I'm thinking Gorilla's gonna make us rewatch Russ Myers Up just for that.
No. But you will not forget this one.
Oh,
you will
God.
not forget this one.
It's not another one of those nasty Daniel Craig things, is it?
No.
No.
I would never subject that to you anymore.
Okay, you're gonna watch more episodes of Velma, I'm guessing, right? Okay,
No.
Well, wait.
I'll give you a hint. It has some slight relation to the Terminator franchise, and Salty showed this for one of his mystery movie nights with Matthew.
Okay, well now I'm hoping it's something good.
Or something decent.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing it's not the
Terminator versus Predator.
No.
Oh, I got it. It's Terminator versus Godzilla, right?
But anyhow, we'll have a cigar lounge next week there. So thank you everyone for being here, and just remember,
Screw you guys, I'm going home.